Good evening, Warren County. I'm Kelly Roberts coming to you live from BLTV. We're here at the Back to the Strip event for Meals on Wheels. This is the 8th annual event. It's getting a little breezy out here, but we're hoping that we can hold out. Oh, here one taking off. Hoping that we can hold out long enough. Maybe the rain will pass us over real quick. And there's a lot of people out here, as you can see, and we're hoping that you come out and support this great fundraiser for Meals on Wheels. And we're back to the Strip. With me today, I have State Trooper Rodney Wiles, and he is going to tell us about the slingshot that he's driving.
I'm Trooper Rodney Wiles, and Highway Patrol. We're just out here trying to promote a little safety. This is our slingshot. This right here was a seizure vehicle, actually. A lot of people, they see it, get upset and think that Highway Patrol's wasted a lot of money on it, but we don't. We actually, a lot of our special programs vehicles we use, they are seizure vehicles. We're just out here tonight trying to remind people to be really, really safe, try to obey the laws the best they can, still have a good time. We try to support the community as much as we can and be involved. And there's still a lot of these, you'll see these razors out here, and people have a lot of questions about what the laws are. And this particular vehicle, you're not required to have a motorcycle endorsement, but however, it doesn't have a roll bar, so we're having to wear DOT approved helmets. So any questions you may have about these vehicles, there's low speed vehicles, minimum speed vehicles, contact your local Highway Patrol. We're more than happy to answer any questions you have, and y'all have a safe, happy night.
Thank you so much. And who do you have with you tonight?
This is my wife, Deetra.
Hey, Deetra. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you. First time she's ever got to ride in a Highway Patrol vehicle. So our captain was nice enough to let her ride with me tonight, and we're just out here having a great time.
Oh, well, good. Thank y'all so much for coming. Thank you for stopping by and talking with us. Were you old enough to ride the Strip back in the day?
Yes, the Strip was still going when I was alive and well. Her and I rode it quite a bit. Yeah, I'm actually 40, so yeah, we got to spend a few years out here anyway.
Good deal. Well, y'all enjoy your night. Thank you so much for stopping and helping take care of us.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too. Bye. Back to the Strip. My name is Kelly Roberts. I'm here for BLTV, and we are talking to Mark Morrow, and he is one of the officers on patrol tonight on a bicycle. So tell us about riding the bicycle through here. What are y'all doing?
We're just enforcing all the laws that we normally enforce, but we're also trying to make sure nobody does burnouts. Or want everybody to have a good time, but we don't want anybody to get hurt or have any accidents. We get a lot of people that are crossing the roads and doing other things. So we're just trying to make sure everybody stays safe and stays smart. So.
Well, thank you for being here. Is this your first time working this event?
No, we've worked it every year since this started. So we've got about 5 bike patrol officers that are scattered throughout this area, and then we've got also officers in unmarked cars in other areas. So we're just trying to make sure everybody stays good.
Okay, well, thank you for being here, and
Okay,
thank you for
thanks,
pulling
Ryan.
over and talking with me.
Okay,
Thank you.
sounds good.
Stay safe. Hey, it's Kelly Roberts coming to you live from BLTV Back to the Strip. I have with me now my longtime friend Sherry McGinnis. She works for Ben Lomond, and she is also instrumental in setting up their volunteers for Meals on Wheels. Speaking of Meals on Wheels, if you are looking to make a donation, if you have canned goods or a monetary donation, they are taking that up at the
United Discount Grocery.
United Discount Grocery, which is in the old Red Food parking lot. So please come out. Looks like the rain may hold off for us. It's rained somewhere because it is a little bit cooler. People are starting to get out here. And we just want to talk a little bit about Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels started in 1977. And when they elected their director that year, who was Miss Nancy Mayfield, Nancy has been with them ever since as a director. They started out they had 50 people that they serviced in 3 areas. Now they have 13 areas and over 200 people that they serve a hot lunch to every day, and they also take frozen meals for them to have it on the weekend. So I know that you volunteer, and we're so appreciative of that. So what can you tell me about Ben Lomond's involvement with Meals on Wheels and how it impacts the lives of your workers and not just the people that they come to see?
Our Ben Lomond employees are very excited to be a part of Meals on Wheels. We're going on our 3rd year volunteering, and each year it seems like when I reach out for volunteers, we have some folks who want to stay on and continue volunteering. We have folks who have not volunteered who are eager to volunteer. For example, this year, every Tuesday from about 9:30 to 11:30, we have 2 employees each week to volunteer, and we have a schedule of about 10 weeks. We rotate, so an employee would maybe deliver once every 10 weeks, and the employees are, once again, just great to volunteer and pitch in. And if it's their week to volunteer and they're out of town or can't do it, we've always got folks to step up. So that's about 20 volunteers we've got this year, in addition to 5 alternates. So if somebody can't do it, there's somebody that's always willing and eager to fill in. But we have so many comments from the employees about just the engagement they have with these folks that they see. I mean, there's folks when you come who, are like, where's my hug? I've been looking forward to seeing you today, and who do you have with you? You just develop a relationship with these folks, and it's just as rewarding for us as it is for them. But and the folks that work at Meals on Wheels, Nancy, they're so kind as far as when we get there, our bags are loaded. We've got all the meals, all the hot items together and all the cold, and so whenever we get there, we just, grab it and go. And once again, I find it very rewarding, and I'm always looking forward to getting out. Our area that Ben Lomond delivers to is pretty close to the office, so it doesn't pull us away from our work too long, but there again, we're just excited to do so, and just as rewarding for us as it is for them. So very thankful to be a part of that.
And I know that everybody that I talk to that delivers, you fall in love with these people and they fall in love with you. And sometimes the people that are delivering may be the only people that these elderly people see. Meals on Wheels, they do so much for the elderly and disabled ages 60 and over. Speaking with Deshelle McVeigh, Deshelle told me that the average age of the person that they deliver to is 84 years old. So, and you know, Meals on Wheels does a lot for this community. It's 75% run on donations and volunteers. So if you're interested in learning how to volunteer, we're going to put some information up on the screen and let you know how that you can get a hold of Nancy Mayfield and your company. I know lots of companies in our area, they do volunteers. They have volunteers that go out and do this. So it's very important. If you can't deliver the meals, then there's other ways that you can help by donating money or food. And also, you know, you can make monetary donations in honor of a loved one or for birthday presents or something like that. So we just encourage you to get involved. I know that Nancy Mayfield would have loved to have been here tonight. Hopefully she'll be with us next year. She had already had another plan for the evening. But she did want to let everybody know how much she does appreciate your donations and how much she appreciates the organizers of Back to the Strip. This tonight, on average, typically feeds 20 to 30 people. They let me know that it costs approximately $1,100 to $1,200 a year to feed one client for an entire year. So they really make good use of their money. And so, you know, when you give to this organization, it's going to a good cause. And we just thank Nancy and Meals on Wheels for taking care of the elderly and the disabled in our community. I'd like to also thank the organizers of Back to the Strip, Chris Terry and Mary Walker, for all that they do and all the volunteers and sponsors. So thank you so much, Sherry.
You're welcome, Kelly. Anytime.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Kelly Roberts coming back to you from BLTV Back to the Strip. And with me tonight we've got Shannon and Wendy Higgins in their 1965 Chevy Impala. And this thing, I have to say, is one of the nicest cars I believe I have ever seen restored. What can you tell me about it?
Well, thanks. We've been working on this car. We've had it for about 17 or 18 years.
Wow.
A guy from Warren County is the guy that painted it, Wayne Moore. He painted it. The interior was done by Earl Jones, who's passed away, but he did a fantastic job on that. And the engine's a 350 crate engine. And Mark Ford Motorsports, a Ford working on a Chevrolet, he helped me with it, and we've got it going, and we really enjoy it. We drive it all over. We don't haul it anywhere. We drive it to Pigeon Forge. We drive it to Somerset, Kentucky, and all around. That's kind of our thing. We like to get out and cruise around and just ride the car around.
Well, it is absolutely gorgeous, and I know that we were talking earlier, Wendy was talking about how beautiful it is out tonight, and we rode the strip a lot of nights like this right here back in the 80s. What do you want to, can you tell me anything about that? It was a good time, I know that.
Right, it's hard to make people understand that back in the day when this was only 2 lanes, that there would be so many people out here, it would go all the way out past where the outdoor shop used to be out there. So it's very good to see people getting back in this. Very good cause, Meals on Wheels, and thankful for all the people that put this on and got it going, because it's good to get back out to the strip to see people and to participate and help people in the same manner.
Yeah, it's a lot of reminiscing about the good old days. I don't think that there will ever be another thing like riding the strip now that there are video games and Facebook, social media.
And telephones, right?
And cell phones. Thank goodness there wasn't cell phones.
All right. It's hard for me to make my kids understand how cool it was to be out here riding around and talking to people and things like that. But things change over a period of years. We talked about 35 plus years ago, this is all that's happened. So
You could have talked all night and not said that.
all right, we kind of reveal how old we are that way. That's okay.
I think it's probably been that long since I've seen you.
You're probably right.
But Wendy, it's so good to see you, and thank y'all so much for stopping in and talking with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Glad we could stop.
Thank you. Thank you. Kelly Roberts coming to you from Back to the Strip, where we have Michael Page with us. And what can you tell us about your truck, and who have you got with you tonight?
Well, it's a 71 Chevrolet pickup. I've had it since I was about 40 years, a little over 40 years. And this is my grandson, Eric Wright. and I restored it myself.
Oh, it is a very nice truck. And I know we were talking a little bit earlier, and you said that you actually drove this while riding the Strip.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Ah, that's awesome. What years did you ride the Strip?
About from 65 till 73.
So, talking to your grandson, what do you think about this? Are you enjoying it?
Yes, ma'am.
You are? So, it's hard to describe to the younger generation what this was to us. This was everything.
That's about it.
It was everything, yeah.
Yeah.
It was all we had. So you restored this?
Yep.
You did? Good, good. Well, we thank you so much for coming and speaking with us tonight.
Well, thank you.
We hope that you're having a wonderful time, and we look forward to seeing you again next year. And we'll head back to the studio. And we are back with Larry Parker, and he has an absolutely gorgeous Chevy car. It is beautiful. What year is this car?
1957.
Well, it is absolutely shined up. How long have you had it?
I've had it about 25 years.
Oh, wow. Have you ever
I
rode
just restored it again about 3 years ago.
Oh, really? Huh. That's interesting. So what did you do different the second time around versus the first?
Well, I changed the color. It used to be burgundy.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that people do that. Is that something common that people do that have these older cars that...
Yeah, a lot of people do. Yeah. Get tired of the same color.
Well, that
I've
is
always
awesome.
wanted a black one. That's why I painted black.
Well, you've done an absolute gorgeous job restoring it. It is beautiful. So, did you ride the Strip back in your younger days?
Yeah. Yeah, I tried to every time I got a chance.
It's a lot different now, but there's so many more sharp cars. Back when I rode the Strip, there were, there were some new sharp cars, but nothing like this was out on the Strip.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah, very much. We appreciate you stopping in and letting us see
nice
it.
cars up here tonight.
Oh, it is amazing, and I'm so happy the weather's held out for us.
It's beautiful
And
now.
yeah, it is perfect. It's cooled down a little bit, and the people are starting to flood in here, and I know they're enjoying looking at your beautiful 1957
I
Chevy.
just got here. I'm going to ride down the Strip.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and we
right,
look forward to seeing you again next year.
Okay,
Thank you. Bye-bye. Now, we'll take it back. And we are back with Tony Bishop and his beautiful Cobra. What can you tell us about your car?
It took 3 years to build it. It's been built about 6 years. It's got a 427 small block, 250 shot of nitrous, 571 gears, 6-speed, weighs 1,800 pounds, so it's pretty quick.
Well, it is gorgeous. So you restored it from ground up?
Yes, ma'am.
Where'd you find it at?
I bought the body in Alabama and then built and made up the rest of it.
Well, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's a lot different than what we drove back in the 80s.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
What did you drive? What did you ride the Strip in the 80s?
70s Super Sport Camaro with a 427 in it.
Well, you still had a nice car. That's a far cry from what I drove.
Yeah.
There were some, I was talking to the guy before you, and we were talking about how, there were some, we always try to keep our cars clean and shined up, but there was nothing like what's out here tonight.
No, they some nice rides out here. I'm glad that they do this. Everybody has the opportunity to show off what they do and what they take pride in.
Yeah, definitely, and we're just happy the rain's held off, and we're having a beautiful evening and raise a lot of money for Meals on Wheels. Well, thank you so much for coming out again this year, and we look forward to seeing you next year.
Look forward to it. Thank you very much.
This is where I see you at every year. This is like our reunion. Thank you so much. We're going to put it back to the studio. We're back with Steve and Carolyn Morgan in this fantastic GTO. I've got to tell you, I have never seen, you called it a tachometer? I have never seen one on the hood before. Tell me about this car. I know GTOs are, coveted by collectors, and this one is just pristine. What can you tell me?
50 years old next year.
Well, it's looking better than I am for 50.
And we've had it about 2 years, and it's a 1970 model, and we really enjoyed it.
Ah, well, tell me about this tachometer. What is that actually?
That was an option on the hood. Of course, the tachometer tells the revolutions per minute of the engine.
Right.
And that was an option in 1970 on the GTO.
Oh, wow.
Most of them had it in the dash, and this one's in the hood.
So that makes it even more rare.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I've never seen anything like that before. So I told you I was going to fangirl on this car, right? I have. And so we're just so happy to have y'all out here tonight showing off your beautiful car. Oh, well, good. And no rain. Woo, no rain. So me and Carolyn realized, I looked at her and I said, I know you from somewhere. Where is it? And we have a mutual good friend, Miss Carol Hamblin. So we're gonna give a shout out to Carol Hamblin tonight if you're watching, and we love you. What do you think?
Oh, I do. Definitely love her.
Definitely. Well, thank y'all so much for coming out. We are just excited to be doing this for Meals on Wheels, and BLTV is a good supporter. And we're going to go back. We'll let y'all get back to riding the strip.
We're enjoying.
Oh, thank you so much. It's so good to meet you. Bye-bye. We are back. Now I'm standing here in front of a 1983 Custom Deluxe Chevy, and this is the kind of vehicles I remember when I rode the Strip. These had just come out, and everybody wanted them. And you have got this fixed up so nice. Who am I speaking with?
I'm Garrett Smart, and this is my girlfriend, Sarah Cook.
Oh, well, it's very nice to meet you, Garrett and Sarah. What can you tell me about this vehicle? How long have you had it? And
I got it my junior year of high school. It had a different paint job. I bought it and done a few odds and ends to it. Senior year, it actually got stolen. So I got it back and done the body work myself. Cam Reagan at the high school.
Oh, yeah.
He's a really good guy. He helped me out, and I took his class for collision repair, and he showed me a lot, and I done all the body work myself and painted it back and cruising around it. This is my fourth year
doing Back to the Strip.
Yep.
We are so glad to have you. I know that you're not old enough to remember the Strip back when it stayed packed like this every weekend, and a lot of times in the summer during the week. So what is this experience? What does this mean for you? Like, can you imagine this every single weekend?
At Nashville, yeah. But here, it'd be a cluster, that's for sure. But it's enjoyable once a year, that's for sure.
So how old are you? I mean, I'm guessing you're...
Yeah, I'm 20.
You're 20, okay. I was going to guess early 20s. So when I was your age, this is what... We didn't have social media. We didn't have the video game. Well, we had a few video games. We won't talk about that. But this was how we met people, and this is what we did on the weekends. And we would ride up and down real slow, and our parents would fuss that they couldn't get through.
Yeah.
So you're exactly right. That's exactly how it would be. But we thank you so much for coming out and participating, and hope y'all have a safe and wonderful night.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll take it. we're back with Geneva McKelvey. And Geneva, you have a very unique car. And tell me a little bit about your car, and please tell me about your passenger.
Okay. This is my dad's car. It's a little custom hot rod he just kind of tinkered with when he needed some, time away from the house or whatever. It's parts Chevys and Fords, but underneath it's a 5.0. But this is his little tinker toy, and he passed away a year ago almost, so we're just trying to keep his dream alive. This is his nephew, or grandson actually, BJ.
Hey, BJ.
Yeah.
Are you having a good time tonight? Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? Yeah. Well, we are so glad that you're here, and you couldn't be riding in a better car. Right? I love the color. Yellow is one of my favorite colors. This is absolutely gorgeous. And we were talking just a little bit earlier, and I was like, I know you from somewhere. And you worked at Foodland, and you knew my father.
Yes, very much so.
I hate to hear that your dad has passed, but I'm so glad you're out here honoring his memory by having a good time.
Yep.
I'm doing the same.
Yes.
So we just appreciate you stopping in and letting everybody see your beautiful car.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and it's so nice to meet
so
you.
nice to meet you too.
It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yes.
So thank you. Please tell everybody at Foodland that I said hello.
I will.
The old Foodland. I know you still keep in touch because y'all were Foodland was so much like a family.
Yes, I miss it very much.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you. We'll take it back to the studio. And we are back with Back to the Strip. Tonight we have Ryan Hargis here with his beautiful family, and he is driving a 1972 Chevelle.
Right.
2 L's, right?
2 L's, right.
We got that right. What can you tell me about your car?
It's just basically an original car. It's not modified a whole lot. It's still got just a little small block engine in it. It's just a good driver.
Well, you have done a fabulous job with restoring it, or you didn't have to do too much to it?
No, ma'am. It's, of course, all the engine, transmission, rear end, everything has been redone, brakes. We just have a good time with it, driving it.
So how long have you had it?
3 years.
3 years? Okay. How'd you come about getting it?
I saw an ad on Craigslist and drove up towards Knoxville and got it.
Well, it looks like you lucked up because it's gorgeous. So are y'all enjoying your evening?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Yeah. Did you ride the Strip back in the day?
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Oh, I see that big smile over there. That was good times, huh?
Yeah, sure was.
Well, thank y'all so much for stopping in and talking with us, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
You too.
thank you. We'll go back to the studio. And we are back. Tell me who I'm talking with tonight.
Richard Turner,
And who have you got with you, Richard?
Renee Bassham, and her daughter, Anessa.
Oh, well, we're so here and take your car.
It's a money pit.
Well, we've got honest people.
It's a 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air. Nothing much original about it except the body, the motor, and nothing else is original, and of course the transmission or anything else. But anyway, I had a 56 when I was in high school, so this is close to it.
Did you ride the strip in your other one?
No.
No?
I don't think the strip existed then.
Ah, what year was? What year was?
64.
It was probably getting close, don't you think?
It was a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. Do you remember riding the strip out here in like the 70s and 80s?
Well, I remember people riding it, yes.
You wasn't one of them?
I might have been.
A little bit. Well, what do you think about this event?
It's great. It's great. I'm glad it's not raining.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's been the talk of the night, that how everybody's enjoying this beautiful weather.
Yes. Very nice.
I think I need to talk to your passenger back here in the back. I think so. I think she probably has some interesting tales to tell. What do you think about all this riding the strip?
Oh, I love it. It's amazing.
We're so glad. So, about how old are you?
I'm 14.
14. I was about 14 when I started riding the strip. So I don't know if you can imagine this or not, but this was like this every weekend.
Oh, I wish it was like that now.
Yeah. It's just so great to get out and meet people. I'm glad to see the young people taking part in it and having a good time. It's for such a good cause. But thank y'all so much for pulling over and talking with us, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you. Bye. We'll take it back to the studio. And we're back with Frank Bond. Frank, is this what kind of car? Let me take a guess. Well, it says Chevrolet. I peeked.
Yes, it is.
So is it I'm not gonna say. Is it a Model T? No.
No.
Not even close.
No,
I'm not even in the ballpark.
Ford with the Model Ts now.
Oh, what was Chevy then?
This is a Chevy Coupe.
Chevy Coupe, in what year?
29.
A 1920. I was kind of in the right neighborhood, though, wasn't I?
Well, they do look alike, you know.
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
yeah.
I was at least in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, how long have you had this car?
I got it in December of '01.
Oh wow! So, have you totally refinished it?
Well, no, the tornado come through in '02 and done some damage to it. My insurance company took care of it for me.
Well,
I had full coverage on it and everything, you know.
Well, that worked out. I can't imagine coming out much better.
No.
Shout out to the insurance company.
This car sold new for $595.
Can you imagine?
In Tullahoma, Tennessee.
Oh, wow. $500?
$595.
$595. You couldn't come close to touching it for that now.
No, you sure couldn't.
No. We are so glad to have you out here at Back to the Strip, and we just appreciate you stopping in and talking with us and showing us your beautiful car. And at least I didn't mangle it up too bad. I was in the right neighborhood. All right. Thank you so much. We'll take it back to the studio. And we are back at Back to the Strip with Larry and Sharon Ashford in this amazing tow truck. What can you tell me about this?
Well, this was actually an old tow truck that they had in service at a Ford dealership in Alabama back in the 50s. Then they sold it off after they retired it, and different ones ended up with it, but the last people that we know had it in operation and used it owned the King's Grocery and Garage down in Alabama, and it was a Gulf station, and we still have receipts and have pictures of their old station, part of their station sign, and there's cars out front and receipt book with King's Grocery and Garage on it. So.
Oh, I bet that is amazing. That is amazing. So how long have you had it?
I've had the truck probably, I'd say 12, 13 years.
Did you do a lot of the restoration yourself?
I painted the truck, changed the motor, transmission, rear end, and that kind of stuff in it, and some of the cosmetic stuff, which it's showing collar wear now. We've used it as far as old truck around the place, as far as had it to different events and things like that, and it's actually done a little work once in a while.
So you still use it to do work?
Well, at our place we do. As far as that goes, we don't. Of course, we did get caught in a situation one time. Somebody was coming up the mountain with a capper hooked to their truck, and they broke down about 3/4 of the way up Harrison Ferry Mountain, and I had to hook to it and pull them onto the shop so they could get some help.
Well, that is impressive that it's gorgeous and still in good working order.
The thing about it is it's got a Manley, 3-ton Manley. It's a hand crank winch on it. It's not electric.
Well, I bet that'll put the hurting on you.
It's amazing. It's as easy it is to crank up. It's harder to let down. It's geared real low, and as far as raising stuff up, it ain't all that bad. But as far as letting it down, it is.
Well, tell me this. We didn't see things like this riding the Strip back in our day.
No.
What did you start out riding the Strip in?
What did I start out riding the Strip in? Well, it was probably, I hate to say it, but it was probably, I don't really hate to say it, but anyway, it was probably a 64 or 5 Malibu, double dating with some friends of ours, and then we had Mustangs that we flew with and other stuff too.
So how long have y'all been married?
I think
43 in December.
Oh wow, 43 years and still riding the Strip together.
You see, I hesitated on that because sometimes it's either is it 42 or 43 or 43 or 44.
Yeah, I would be the same way, no doubt, no doubt. We appreciate y'all coming out and stopping in and talking with us. It's so good to see you again. And thank you so much.
Well, you're welcome.
All right.
Y'all have a good evening.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Back to are back. Tell me who I'm talking with.
Ronnie Bechtel.
Ronnie Bechtel. And what are you driving, Ronnie?
It's a 1973 Plymouth Satellite.
You know, we were just talking. I don't know that I've ever seen one of these before, and you were telling me that it was very rare.
Yeah, it's pretty rare.
So how many miles did you say it has on it?
It's got just a little over 16,000 original miles.
Oh, wow. And how long have you had the car?
I've had it for about 2 years now.
2 years. Did you ride the Strip when you were younger?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. It was a lot different than it is now, right?
Yeah.
What was your first car?
It was a 73 Maverick.
Oh, wow. Wish we had that, right?
I'd like to have that back. Some of the Mustangs I've had. I'd like to have some of the Mustangs back I had.
This is a beautiful color. What color is this?
It's Richard Petty Blue.
Richard Petty Blue. Well, there you go. Well, we thank you so much. We hope y'all, how are y'all doing? I didn't get to talk to them. Are y'all enjoying riding the Strip? Yes. This is your granddaughter. Well, we appreciate y'all stopping in and speaking with us and showing us your car. Thank you. Y'all have a good evening.
Okay, thank you.
We'll go back to the... With Doug and Marsha Beecham. And Doug, tell us about your car.
Well, it's a 1965 Malibu Super Sport 427 with two-stage nitrous.
Nitrous, huh? You don't open it up, do you?
Not here, it's against the law.
That is the correct answer, mister. So tell me about these instruments on the hood.
Well, those are all gauges, fuel gauge, my nitrous gauge, and all the gauges down here are for different oil pressure, water pressure, voltage, oil temperature, and a tachometer.
Oh, wow. So how long have you had this car?
About 4 years.
4 years? And did you totally restore it yourself?
I did not. I bought it from...
You bought it already restored?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, it is a nice car, very nice car. I know y'all are enjoying it. Are y'all enjoying the evening?
We are. We drove up from Pegram, right outside of Nashville.
Oh, really? So are you not originally from Warren County?
We are. We're from Warren County, so we're back to the Strip.
Ah, that's awesome. So y'all came back just for this event?
Only, yes.
Oh, do y'all come back every year?
This is our first year, but we will be back.
It is amazing how much it is like it used to be when we rode the Strip, right?
It is. It is.
And those were good times. So it's really nice to get out here and get to relive that.
It is. It's old memories, old friends, and good times.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Do you have any good memories from riding the Strip back in the day?
Just a few.
None that you're going to tell me, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to venture to say we are pretty happy there wasn't cell phones, right?
Absolutely.
Especially with cameras and video capability.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all so much and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
I think Lisa will probably close.
And we are back with David and Courtney Vaughn. And David, I pulled you over earlier, and you said, I'll come back in a minute, and I thought, oh boy, he'll never be back. But look at you, you are a man of your word.
I came back. We wanted to take one lap on the strip and cruise, and we did that. Terry Cope and I went for a ride and enjoyed it. It's a nice evening, and so we're having a good time here.
Well, good deal. Your car, what can you tell me about it?
Well, this is a 1965 Mustang 289 V8 convertible. This was my wife's car. I was given to her when she was 16 years old, and she drove this in high school, 1985. Still got a parking sticker from White County High School. We're from White County, but we did come down here and cruise the strip back in the day, some in the 80s.
So, yeah, that is one of the things that Warren County back in the 70s and 80s was known far and wide was for the strip, and we always had a lot of people that came from out of town to cruise around and met a lot of great people that way. So you were some of those people that came down.
Yes, I was.
Well, I cannot believe that you have the same car. This is the same car. So have you done much to it to fix it up?
Well, occasionally we do maintenance. We put a top on it. It needs a paint job, but right now we're just enjoying the car and enjoying.
Well, it is a great car, and we're so happy y'all came down from Sparta, and it's very nice to meet you, and we look forward to seeing you again next year. Y'all enjoy the evening. Thank you so much. Lisa. And we're back. We're closing out the BLT live coverage of Back to the Strip. I'm Kelly Roberts, and I just want to thank BLTV and all of our viewers for inviting me to come back again this year. And now I'm going to turn it over to Lisa Cope, who is the General Manager of Ben Lomond.
Thank you so much for everything you've done tonight, and this is just such a worthy cause and a great event, and we have such a great crew, as you can see. As you can see right here, and none of this would have been possible without all of them. And so we have employees that have cooked and shown up and eaten and just done so many things. But the great folks at BLTV, we've got Brian, Kelvin, Tammy, Karen, and then Tammy does a little bit of everything. And so we hope everybody has a blessed night. Thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you next year at this same event.
See ya.